on the Citadel.
Unsure what to expect their first time.
Don't get me wrong. I've only heard good things about the consort. It's just...
The unknown forces us out of our comfort zone. It forces us to be vulnerable.
Exactly. That's just what I was thinking.
Good. Then we are ready to begin.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
She's Asari, dude. Everybody wants to fuck Asari.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
Cool. I'm sure there's a lot of military personnel when you are a spacefaring race. Hello, Sha'ira. Ooh, what is this? That's so cool.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since...
What exactly do you do?
That depends on your needs. I offer advice to some, comfort to others. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Maybe I can help.
I have a Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me.
It's a side quest. It's also
If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
This is a side quest that's also a Paragon / Renegade check.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
I'm gonna go make something to eat.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful. Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
Okay. Hey, yo. Like a brand new person. Is that not schizophrenia? Like a brand new person. No, that's when you're seeing different people. Brand new person is dissociative disorder or split personalities at what form, you know. Alright, let's get out of here. Who won't stop me? Who won't stop me, huh? Y'all gonna hear me eat.
Human, this one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
View upgrades. Hammerhead rounds. Squash projectiles designed to flatten on impact, increasing the amount of physical force transferred to the target. How much money do I have? Oh, I have 1,004 and they cost 700. Don't. Yeah, you can go. You can go. You can go. You can go. You can stay. You can go. Is this the Onyx? You can go. Edge, Kessler. Grenade up gang. The thing is, I don't want to buy those because I can find them.
Commander, it is good to
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is...
Excuse me. Oh, this is very expensive. I can use this. Amplifies biotic abilities by synchronizing the element 0 nodes within the user's central nervous system. Yeah, I'm going to use this for myself. Omni tools, multi-purpose, blah blah blah. Right, buy licenses so that you can buy from buy licenses so that you can buy from the guy in the ship. Okay, comparison done. I don't want armor just as yet. It's very expensive, but I think tech cooldown. I don't use tech skills. I think this is good. The duration bonus. And cool. Yeah, let's get out of here. Thanks, dude. Map. Go to the bank. Hey, Barla. How's it going?
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepherd. It is a great honor to welcome the heroes of the Blitz.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station,
I take notice. Alright, short man.
Tell me more about your job.
A bank.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Okay, Mr. Discreet and efficient.
Sounds
Is
pretty
it legal?
shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed.
Side chicks.
For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Still sounds shady to me.
Then we can only hope you will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single strong community.
Yeah, but like you guys didn't vote it. You found it.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
Okay, nigga.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find down in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them.
Alright, bye, nigga.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Let's go downstairs. I want us to go downstairs. I want to go to the bar. Where's the preaching Hannah? It's usually around here. Around here. But I guess not. Yeah, let's go down. Oh, I have to do the council quest first. I have to become a Spectre, basically. Like, you play this game enough times, you start remembering how to do things. Yeah, it's a mass relay. But it's upright. But there is no upright.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing? Please do not disturb the keepers.
Okay. That bug thing over there, Ashley. My god. Alright, let's go to the tower. And whatever banter these two are going to have.
The council isn't going to ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
She respects rank because he's a lieutenant. So she's calling him so. Ah, there we go. That's Garrus. That's Garrus. And that's Palaven. Huh? No, not Palaven. What's his name? Executor. Palin, not Palaven.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the C-Sec investigation into Saren.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way.
Me too.
But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you. You don't want to keep the council waiting.
Yes, I do. Okay, again, talking to the council, big cutscene moment, lots of dialogue. This nigga chilling. I like him. There's some keepers. All these keepers you have to find. It's a long side quest.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
True.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanar are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right, though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
Because you guys are open-minded. No one here's like the Solarians don't give me bad vibes. None of them seem like super racist or anything like that. Might be because they have like a lifespan of like 40 years, so they don't have time to be hating on niggas. Hello, Kohoku?
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants. Commander?
What's a rear admiral? Get admirals for different parts of the ship. Is there a front admiral? Forward admiral?
No, I just...
Like? Wait a bit of that now.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Saren's hiding behind his position as a Spectre. You need to open your eyes.
What we need is evidence. So far, we've seen nothing.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Cool.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
Can't
You've
wait
made
to
your
make you
decision.
guys die.
I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, Your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
Bitch ass nigga.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The Ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Bitch ass nigga.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Maybe they'd let us join the Council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the Council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the Council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests, too.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
Can't talk about it yet.
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars. It causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
Guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done, like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100, but the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
They feel like Inquisitors from Warhammer.
What's their command structure like?
None.
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates.
What happened to the audio?
But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
There's 2 Spectres you kill in this game. There's one in Mass Effect 2 that you also kill. One of the DLCs. Shadow Broker.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics.
Also
Buying
DLC
and selling
Mass Effect
information
2.
is a part of the game. And the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics. Doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
Bala?
Tell me about Barla Vaughn.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius. Doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, Spectres. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Alright, bet. Let's go down to the bar. Council chamber. Where's Garrus?
That guy's up to something.
What guy?
What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind.
Abuti?
Yes, is there something you want?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the Keepers.
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
We're just talking. Is there something wrong with that?
No. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I could help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
What are you doing with the data once you've scanned it?
Trying to learn whatever I can about the Keepers. We see them working everywhere, yet we know so little about them. I'm a scientist. I want to know what makes them tick.
I should get going then.
I should
go. Yes, I have much work myself. So long, And good luck with the scanning.
Scan. Remember there was one back here.
Maybe. But I wouldn't believe everything you hear.
That's just it. I'm hearing it everywhere. It's
Scan. So here it is. Scan the keepers. There's 20 I need to scan. All of them are here on the Citadel. You have to find them. It is a collectible mission. Alright, my sister. You are gazing over the water.
I can't believe the Council ignored all the evidence against Saren.
Saren's one of their best operatives. It's only natural they take his word over ours.
Oh, so now we just chase leads while this smug Turian runs around with his Geth troopers.
That's politics, Chief.
I hate politics.
Scan.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
I didn't do anything. Hivo. There he is. There's the praying guy.
I've told you before, you're not allowed in here.
This one believes it has the right to move freely through this area.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
You should be more tolerant. It's just trying to express its beliefs.
I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
So if the Hanar gets a permit, it's allowed to preach?
No. Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific areas where preaching is legal. Failure to follow the regulations results in the forfeiture of the license.
Why don't you just arrest the Hanar?
I could arrest the jelly, but my superior has requested that I find a solution that does not anger the Hanar. The Hanar become vocal when they feel their religious beliefs are being suppressed.
What's the purpose behind the evangelical permits?
Forcing religious evangelicals to register for a permit weeds out undesirables. It keeps the area safe. The Citadel is too important to become a battleground for a religious war.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn jelly all afternoon. You are certainly welcome to try.
Alright, I'm gonna save here because it is a Paragon check, personality check.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
Why is the CSEC officer harassing you?
The CSEC officer requests that this one purchase an evangelical permit to spread the truth of the Enkindlers.
If that's all the CSEC officer wants, why not just buy the permit?
The truth of the Enkindlers is universal. This one humbly believes that the truth should not be suppressed. Exacting payment as a means of imposing limits upon the truth is an abrogation of this one's religious freedom.
Abrogation? Yeah.
So you're breaking the law by preaching without a permit right now?
The CSEC officer states that preaching in this place is forbidden, and preaching anywhere on the Citadel requires a permit.
But I am not
This
preaching.
one humbly submits that it is not preaching to state the truth of the Enkindlers, and thus no permit should be necessary.
Who are the Enkindlers?
Your people know them as the Protheans. They are the true creators of this one's people. The Enkindlers raised the Hanar from ignorance into consciousness by granting this one's people the gift of speech.
Is this really how you want to represent the Enkindlers?
The truth of the Enkindlers must be made known. They gave the Hanar language, and gave the universe the mass relays. This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
Ha, got it.
Is this how the Enkindlers would want you to use this gift of consciousness?
The Enkindlers would wish for their message to be spread to all sentient races.
The Enkindlers wouldn't wish their message to be spread by breaking society's laws.
This one hears wisdom. Perhaps enthusiasm has clouded judgment in this matter. This one departs now, and will not intrude upon the Presidium again.
Got it. Haha. Quest, baby.
I see the Hanar is left. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Here, for your assistance in this matter.
Is a
now, if
money.
you'll excuse me, I should report to my superiors.
Omnigel. Well, bro, this is not money, but okay. Like some point, midpoint in the game, like you stop doing those manual overrides and you just open everything with Omnigel. Alright, let's go to the...
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects.
Yikes.
Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply.
Niggas scared.
Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
Vula shit. Donkey, Presidium. Now where are we? I believe there's a shop here.
Do you really think we'll find him down here?
He always stops in for a few games of Quasar before he makes his drop.
Fist is gonna be pissed if we take down his supplier.
Who the fuck is Fist?
That's the point. We want him angry. Angry people make mistakes.
There's just something about Fist that makes me nervous.
Good. He's a dangerous man. Now keep your eyes peeled for our mark.
He's dropping on people's conversation. Let's go to... Alright, I was supposed to talk to Balavan. I forgot. I think that's like number 3, if not 4. Wait, what? Lux. Wards access.
Excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
No, leave this stuff alone. If it's a religious site, then leave it alone. This is where we meet Tali. Alleyway, upper markets, clinic, med clinic. Oh gosh, being South African. Med clinic. You see how it's saved there? Because there's some story stuff that's gonna happen over here. Hello, Morland. You sell stuff.
Hello there. Welcome to Morland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
Alright, here's some guns. You have licenses. Let's buy that. And let's buy that. No. The guns and stuff you can just find. equipment. I have a biotic amp. No, I'm gonna get rid of it. Wait, can't I turn things into trash? Like mark it as trash. Yes, R3, trash. Heavy armor, medium armor, human. No. Oh, it's heavy armor. This is also heavy armor. Can any of you guys use this? No? Okay. Can take, I guess, the edge. 'Cause I'm closer to the edge. What about grenades, bro? Ah. Okay. What else you got, Morland?
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supply.
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very...
Krogan, Tyrion, Krogan. Can't afford any of these. So. Oh, damn it. Why am I
Hello
just
there.
selling my
Welcome to
junk?
Moorland's famous shop. You want... Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good.
Sell junk, yes. Whoa, we're not shooting anyone. Sorry. Get your shit together, bro. What the fuck was that? Hey, Conrad!
Is that really... Wow! It's you! You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
I spent most of my time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Anything for a fan. Here.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again!
What's up, G?
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades.
What's up, Keeper?
I don't think you bought this here. I don't sell this model.
Look, I know it was you. I remember your face.
Really, that's impressive. Usually you humans can't tell one Turian from another.
This was the place. Now, are you going to give me a refund or not?
No.
Do you have your proof of purchase?
What? No, I don't think you ever gave me one.
I'm sorry then. I can't help.
But, what do you...
Can't help you.
There's literally a guy I saw try to pull something like that. I was at a place that repairs laptops, and this guy just came in and he was like, "Have you guys fixed my blue phone?" And we were like, "Why?" And they're like, "You come here all the time asking for a blue phone." And he's like, "No, I dropped it here on Tuesday." And everybody just like dismissed him. And he's like, "I'm gonna call the cops on you." And everybody's like, "Okay, fine."
Excuse me, Commander Shepard! I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
How do you know that my investigation is going to uncover anything you need?
I'm a journalist, bro.
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
You gotta have access to better sources. Why contact me?
I'm using every source I can find, but I think I've got a better shot with you. I've read your file. If anyone is going to uncover corruption here, it's the hero of the Skillian Blitz.
How do you know I'm investigating anything here on the Citadel?
I'm a good journalist, Commander Shepard. Word gets around.
Sounds like a good cause. If I find any information, it's yours.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
That exit is always like, what the fuck? Yeah, Kaden and Thingy are gonna say some random shit about the scene. They're like, all these cars.
Big place.
That your professional opinion, sir?
This isn't a station, it's a city.
There must be millions here. It can't be possible to track everyone coming and going.
This makes Jump Zero look like a porta-john, and it's the largest deep space station the Alliance has.
Jump Zero is big, but this is a whole nother scale. Look at the ward arms. How do they keep all that mass from flying apart?
The Council represents more races than I thought. No wonder they're careful with newcomers.
They probably just want to keep everything running. It has to be hard keeping all these cultures working together.
Or maybe they just don't like humans.
Why not? We've got oceans, beautiful women, this emotion called love. According to the old vids, we have everything they want.
When you put it that way, there's no reason they wouldn't like you. I mean, us, humans, ma'am.
You don't take much shore leave, do you, LT?
Alright, laugh it up, Chief. I appreciate the thought, Alenka, but we're on duty here.
Aye, ma'am.
I'll walk drag, ma'am.
Go to the clinic, we're gonna shoot some people. Hello, sorry lady in nice dress.
Hello there, Commander. I'm Dr. Claude Michel. Is there something I can do for you?
You're a doctor. How did you end up here on the Citadel?
My parents brought me here when I was young. My father was a medic with the Alliance. I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the military. Fixing up wounded soldiers isn't my idea of fun.
Yeah, she follows us all the way. What's it? Smoke up the wire into combat from out of the small collectors and make the job to accelerate healing process. Cool. Thank you. At some point we come back here. Hello, Keeper. I was restless when I was playing on PC. I think certain games when I play them on PC it's just like and like it's the same with Dragon Age. When I was playing it, I was restless. Hello, Lang.
Hey, I know you. You're Shepard, right? I was on Mindwar during the Blitz. Saw you on the vids when you got your medal. You saved the whole colony.
Looks like you have a fan.
I'm sorry, I just never thought I'd meet someone like you in person. My name's Lang, Officer Eddie Lang, Citadel Security. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. What are you doing down here in the wards? Anything I can help you with?
Why'd you join Citadel Security?
I don't know. Seemed like the right thing to do, you know? Maybe it's in my blood. My grandfather was a cop back on Earth. It's kind of what CSEC is. Police for the Citadel. I'm still pretty new at it, but I like it so far. Way more interesting than staying back on Earth. You get to meet all kinds of cool aliens, like those Hanar. Wild. Plus, CSEC gets a lot of respect here. We uphold the law. People, even aliens, appreciate that.
How do you like working here on the Citadel?
This place is amazing. I've been here almost a year, and I still haven't seen a tenth of it. The Presidium's just so beautiful. Good place to go and relax. But I really like it here down in the wards. There's always something going on somewhere. Like that new club they just opened a few months ago, Flux. Wicked scene in there, Commander. You should check it out when you have some time.
What do you know about Spectres?
Just the stuff they show in the vids. They always make him out to be super agents on secret missions to save the galaxy. I know it's not really like that, though. Some of the other CSEC guys don't like him too much, figure they shouldn't be able to operate outside the law. But if they were so bad, the Council wouldn't use them, right?
Yeah, sure.
Do you know a CSEC officer named Harkin?
I shouldn't really say too much. He's been on the force a lot longer than me. But I've heard things, you know? Drinking on the job, taking bribes, that kind of thing. Rumors mostly, but they suspended him, so some of it must be true.
Your deduction skills are... I
have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
No problem, kid. I'm taking this because I will be able to fast travel back.
Binary Helix has settled out of court with a Krogan group that had accused the Genetics Corporation of fraud. The Krogan group had contracted Binary Helix to perform studies with a long-range goal of curing their genetic sterilization. The group later sued for a return of investment money when the study produced no viable results.
Is this where Rex is? Yeah, that's a CSEC officer. Alright, to the docking bay, rapid transit, requisitions office. I can buy shit here, can't I? Hello, Keeper. What's up, Maju?
One sec, looking you up. Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
How did you know all that?
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Already like 4 shops.
Show me what you got.
To.
Excellent. I hope you find what you're looking for.
This thing is 6. Biotic amp. I need... Yep, I can afford that one. And I need the license. As soon as you can, get licenses, bro, because you're not always going to be flying back to the Citadel. That's a chore. Let's go to the docking bay.
How you holding up, Lieutenant?
Not too bad. No headaches worth mentioning lately. Maybe I'm getting used to the strain.
Maybe you've just got a good stress release. I know that knocking the Geth on their synthetic asses gets rid of my headaches.
Funny. Hello, Keeper. Mom.
This is quite the view, Commander.
I know that's right.
So, Williams, you happy you signed on with Commander Shepard?
I'm not sure, Lieutenant. Every time I think I have a handle on things, the universe banks hard to port.
Well, don't let anybody know. A big gun and a confident attitude will get you through a lot in life.
That's why we have fast travel, but imagine I have to walk all the way back there. It's like 3 elevator trips and a long aisle that you have to walk through. This is just one loading screen. It skips all of that. And then it saves because it knows that we're about to have a fight here.
That's her.
Nice.
Those were Saren's men.
Think we got him, Commander.
I need to pee. Hold on. Wait. What? This makes me stonky. This makes me regen health. I'd rather have health regen than being stonky, to be honest. BRB. It's cold as hell. My god. Alright, so if you don't know what those icons are at the bottom, that's 6 out of 6. That's my Medi-Gel. 5 out of 6 is my grenades. 26 is my Omni-Gel. You can have an infinite amount of that. And then the coins are obviously money. God, it is cold, guys. Oh, hate gaming in winter. Hate gaming when it's cold. Huh? Oh. What's up, G?
I got business here, but not with you.
Okay. Hello, Septimus.
Commander! What do you want?
What's bothering you, General?
I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one woman in this damn galaxy that helps me forget it.
So if you feel that way, then why spread lies about her?
She rejected me! Me! Septimus Oraka, General of the Turian Fleet.
I think I can see why you're upset, but spreading these lies won't make it better.
Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
General, did you ever win a battle by moping in a bar?
Ha, war. That's what this feels like, all right. How did I let it come to this? So you think it's that easy? Just snap and act like a general?
Wouldn't you tell?
This is no place for someone of your stature, General.
All right, I'll go to her. After I've had a cold shower or two. Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
What you got, what you got, what you got, what you got?
What do you want me to do?
There's an L-Corps diplomat out there who believes Shaira gave up his secrets.
Yep, I know him.
Why does he think that?
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
What makes you think he'll believe me?
You'll bring him proof. Take this data pad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Shaira and convince the El Corps.
Oh no, what's going on? Oh no, what's going on? Okay, there we go. Let me turn off Wi-Fi on other places.
Who am I taking it to, and where is he?
His name is Zaltan. He's an El Corps diplomat. He's over in the embassies complaining about Shaira.
We were next to him.
Well, here's to soldiers acting like soldiers. Thanks, Commander.
You sound old as fuck.
You might make a good general yourself one day.
Hard to imagine a general like that getting so upset about a woman.
That's because you don't understand women, Kate.
Yep.
Back off, Rex. Fist told us to take you down if you showed up. What are you waiting for? I'm standing right here. This is Fist's only chance. If he's smart, he'll take it. He's not coming out, Rex. End of story. This story is just beginning. Out of my way, humans. I have no quarrel with you.
What was that all about?
Who knows? Let's just try not to get caught in the middle.
Getting caught in the middle. Yes, we are gonna get. Hey, you drunken cop.
Hey there, sweetheart. You looking for some fun?
Fuck
I gotta
no.
say, that soldier get-up looks real good on that
What a
body of
sweet-
yours. Why don't you sit your sweet little ass down beside old Harkin? Have a drink. We'll see where this goes.
Maybe later.
Suit yourself, princess. You know, if more Marines looked like you, I might have joined the Alliance instead of CSEC.
Harkin, right? I was told you could help me find someone. A Turian CSEC officer named Garrus.
Garrus? You must be one of Captain Anderson's crew. Poor bastard, still trying to bring Saren down, eh? I know where Garrus is, but you gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
Is there something I should know about the captain?
The captain used to be a Spectre. Didn't know that, did you? It was all very hush-hush. The first human ever given that honor, and then he blew it. Screwed up his mission so bad they kicked him out. Of course, he blames Saren. Says the Turians set him up.
Why'd they kick him out?
Have to ask him. I never heard any of the details. Bet it's a good story, though. The hero's fall. Classic tragedy.
Just tell me where Garrus went.
Garrus was sniffing around Dr. Michelle's office. She runs the med clinic on the other side of the wards. Last I heard, he was going back there.
How well do you know Captain Anderson?
Met him a few times over the years. One of those hardcore military guys. Yes, sir. No, sir. Can't have any fun with a stick up your ass, sir. That's probably why he climbed the Alliance ranks so fast. The military loves brown-nosers.
The captain's a good soldier.
Sure, whatever. Dress him in a fancy suit, pin some shiny medals on his chest, and call him a hero. Everybody else does.
Because he is, dude. Like,
But if
he
he's
follows
so
me
great,
right till the end.
why'd the Spectres kick him out? Go ask him about that, sweetheart.
You need to look in a mirror. Sober up and take some responsibility for yourself.
Save your sermons. This ain't no church.
What's it like working for CSEC?
You mean, what was it like? The executor suspended me without pay. Recurring violations. CSEC was keeping a file on me. Can you believe that?
Yes.
Every mistake I ever made went into the books. Get a little rough with a suspect, note in the file. Have a couple of drinks on duty, note in the file. Skim a couple of credits off a drug bust, note in the file. It's
What the hell, bro?
witch hunt.
You get off easy if you ask me.
What the hell do you know? Working for CSEC isn't like being a Marine. People get pissed off if we shoot somebody. Investigations, inquiries, rules, regulations. Every day I plow through enough red tape to choke a rhino. That's how you gotta be to do this job. So don't talk to me about right and wrong. You soldiers got it easy.
This guy would be a perfect South African cop, eh? Just corrupt shit.
What do you know about Garrus?
Damn hothead is what he is. Still figures he can save the world. Always bucking heads with the Executor. He'll pay for it soon enough. The Executor loves to put us lowly field agents in our place. Just look what happened to me.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, good. Go. Let me drink in peace.
The back rooms are private, reserved for Fist and his friends.
Who's Fist?
He owns this club, but the customers have to stay out front.
What did that other Krogan want? Rex.
Personal matter.
Not real chatty, is he?
Goodbye.
Enjoy the club.
I'ma buy you a drink. Hello, Jenna. Okay. Hey, Jenna.
Sorry, I'll get to you when I can.
Why didn't Captain Anderson tell us he used to be a Spectre?
Maybe it's not true. Harkin's an ass. Bet he's just messing with our heads.
You're probably right. Still, I'd like to hear what the captain has to say about all this.
We'll get to the captain just now. We have to go to the Presidium, to the embassies, and then let's go to the embassies, and then we'll talk about Harkin and Garrus and him. Because you get Garrus, you get Tali, you get Rex all at once here in the Citadel. And then Liara is a specific mission. I get her as soon as possible. That's the way I always go. Where were you guys? Yes, it's this way. So like my charm and paragon levels are high, but I don't have enough electronics and decryption, so I can't really open chests just yet.
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, EarthClan?
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Yeah, shit.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
By who? By who?
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, EarthClan.
No, tell us more.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
Aren't you the money guys?
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent.
That's why you don't
We
have a seat.
barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing.
As opposed to
Since
the
we're not
Alcor.
physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
So the Alco don't like change. You guys are very much for change.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Dan. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The Earth Clan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Why aren't the Elcor or Volus part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the Earth Clans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
I know. Politician gun need.
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
These guys talk so slow.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
I should go.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
Zoltan.
Strained greeting, human. This is really not a good time.
I know who revealed your secret. It was a Turian named Septimus.
Unbelieving, I know this Septimus, and he could not learn my secrets. The only way he could learn them is from the Asari consort.
Not true. Look at this.
Confused. This is difficult to fathom. If the Turian could learn this on his own, dismayed, anyone can discover my secret.
Septimus is a powerful man, and it wasn't easy for him to find.
Relieved. I suppose you are correct, human. Thank you for this information.
Zoltan.
Startled realization. I must speak with the consort. She will be most displeased with my actions. Anxious request. Please, human, if you will excuse me, I must go now.
I'm sure she'll forgive you. It was an honest mistake.
Doubtful. Perhaps you are right, human. I can only hope so. Thankful. That was a great thing you did, Commander. Approving. You see, Din, not all humans are as you say.
Ah.
I'm sure the Earth Clan stands to profit from this in some way.
Yeah, I got $30 for it.
Apologetic. Do not listen to my Volus compatriot. It was a good thing you did, regardless of your intentions.
You betcha. Alright, so there was that. Okay, we're gonna meet him at some point again. I must go to Shaira, so let's go to the consort. And yeah, some of these I'm gonna have to look through the wiki. Investigate Sarah. Go to the Mediclinic. Go see Barlavon. Right, Anderson.
Yes, Commander. Is there something you need?
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
We already heard all of that. Easy decryption. Begin manual override. Triangle, X triangle, circle. Information! Captain Hendrickson reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argus Row cluster. She had a particular concern about the Hydra system. So Argus Row and Hydra. Call before a team could investigate what no patrols are scheduled for that sector to represent in every country. That is a side quest. Just picked up a side quest. This is a hell of an office, bro. What the hell? Why do you have 2 coffee tables with reclining chairs? God damn, nigga. The come up is real. I just need to go across the bridge to talk to Shaira. The bro has backward knee. He has horse legs. Hey, Keeper. You've already scanned 11 of these. This is 12. Hey, Nelina.
Septimus has sent word. Apparently, he sought the consort's forgiveness.
Yeah, I bet he did.
That's right. It was a long time ago, though. I barely remember it.
What drew you back to the Citadel and to the consort?
I don't know exactly. It may sound strange, but I simply felt called.
That's not strange. Many of us have felt the same calling, though you are the first of your kind to respond to it.
Really? I hadn't seen any other humans working here, but I didn't want to ask.
No doubt you are just the first of many to come. It's only a matter of time now that your species is spreading its wings.
So, the consort's a madam, and all of these are like her hoes, basically. Like all these hands in pink. Vula your shit. Anyway, Shaira, I fixed your issue.
Commander, I recently received a lovely note from Septimus. Thank you for speaking with him. Even the Alcor diplomat has withdrawn his campaign against me.
It was my honor to aid you.
You are too kind, Commander, but I would not expect you to help me out of the kindness of your heart. I also have one more thing to give you, if you are interested.
I'd be honored.
I offer a gift of words, an affirmation of who you are and who you will become.
Diretto.
I see your skin, tough as the scales on any Turian, unyielding. A wall between you and everyone else, but it protects you, makes you strong. It is that strength that people are drawn to. It is why you lead and others follow without question. You will need that leadership in the battles to come. This may be who you are, but it is not who you will become. It only forms the basis for your future greatness. Remember these words when doubt descends, Commander.
Dango.
You have quite a gift, Shaira.
Thank you. Not everyone appreciates it as you do. Never underestimate the power of words. Here, Commander. In light of your efforts with the Alcor ambassador, I would like you to have this small trinket.
What is it?
A small mystery. I have never learned its use or purpose, but I sense it is time for me to pass it on. And now I must ask you to leave. I have done everything I can for you. Remember my words, Commander Shepard. They will give you strength.
Dango. I don't know what the trinket is that she gave me, but I did get money and XP, so... Alright, now let's do a main quest. We're going to... no, mission 6. Mediclinic in the upper wards. No, I need to see Bolivar. I know where he is. He's by the bank. The bank is somewhere down here. He's here. Yes. A run animation is... ugh. come back to you guys when I have more money. Like, I need to do more quests. Hey, Baller.
Is there anything I can do for you today, Commander?
I heard you work for the Shadow Broker. Do you have any information about Saren?
You're very blunt, Shepard. But you're right. I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. And I do know something about Saren.
That information's not free.
I hear your information can be expensive.
Normally, this information would cost a small fortune. But these are exceptional circumstances. So I am going to give it to you for free.
Why?
What's the catch?
There is no catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business until Saren turned on him.
That's what happens when you deal with a traitor like Saren.
No matter what you think of Saren, he's not stupid. He knows the Shadow Broker is a valuable ally. Turning on him doesn't make sense. Not unless something huge was at stake. I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it. A Krogan mercenary.
I think I know him. His name's Rex.
Yes, I believe he's the one. I heard he was paying a visit to Citadel Security. If you hurry, you might catch him before he leaves the C-Sec Academy.
Isn't it strange that a Krogan would want to speak with C-Sec?
Very. However, I doubt the visit was entirely his choice. You'll need to speak with him if you want to know more.
Thanks for the info.
My pleasure, Commander.
He's so polite. As opposed to the ambassador. Just like, bah, Earth Clan. So we can go to C-Sec, or we can go to the Mediclinic for Garrus. Let's go to Garrus first. There's a little bit of a fight that occurs at this point. I only remember this because it's like I played this recently. At a certain point, I'm gonna forget everything again. Okay, let's barrier it up.
Now it gets fun.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or we'll... Who are you?
Let her go.
Ah!
Garrus, man, what the fuck? That was a shot, bruh. Guys, my barrier,
Shields disabled.
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
What were you thinking? You could have hit the hostage.
There wasn't time to think. I just reacted. I didn't mean to... Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
I know those men threatened you, but if you tell us who they work for, we can protect you.
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up, keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
What Quarian?
A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office. She'd been shot, but she wouldn't tell me who did it. I could tell she was scared, probably on the run. She asked me about the Shadow Broker. She wanted to trade information in exchange for a safe place to hide.
Where is she now?
I put her in contact with Fist. He's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Not anymore. Now he works for Saren. And the Shadow Broker isn't too happy about it.
Fist betrayed the Shadow Broker? That's stupid even for him. Saren must have made him quite the offer.
That Quarian must have something Saren wants. Something worth crossing the Shadow Broker to get.
What else can you tell me about the Quarian?
I'm not sure. Like I said, she wanted to trade information for a place to hide. She didn't... Wait a minute. Geth. Her information had something to do with the Geth.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There's no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
You know, we aren't the only ones going after Fist. The Shadow Broker hired a Krogan bounty hunter named Rex to take him out.
Yeah, we saw him in the bar.
A Krogan might come in handy.
Last I heard, he was at the CSEC Academy.
What's he doing there?
Fist accused him of making threats. We brought Rex in for a little talk. If you hurry, you can catch him at the Academy before he leaves.
Move out.
Alright, we take Garrus and we take Kaidan. Alright, all the time. Examine squad. I'm full biotic. Kaidan is biotic and tech. And then Garrus is tech and shooty. I'm full biotic. Tali's also tech and shooty, so yeah, let's accept the squad. Let's go for gear. Gear. What do you have? You have a lancer. You know, sniper. Okay, there's nothing I can give you right now. I sold everything I use. But I can get decryption from you. And when do I unlock sniper rifles? Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 6. I need 6. 1, 2. I need to unlock sniper rifles. Master sabotage. Hard objects. Alright guys, let's go. Voila! We're going to CSEC. What's locations? CSEC. We're getting the Krogan. I'm not going to use him because he's going to shoot Fist the minute he sees him, and I don't want that. Here they are.
Witnesses saw you making threats in Fist's bar. Stay away from him.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your only warning, Rex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
You want me to arrest you?
I want you to try.
Go on. Get out of here.
Do I know you, human?
My name's Shepard. I'm going after Fist. Thought you might want to come along.
Shepard. Commander Shepard. I've heard a lot about you. We're both warriors, Shepard. Out of respect, I'll give you fair warning. I'm going to kill Fist.
Fist knows you're coming. We'll have a better chance if we all work together.
My people have a saying. Seek the enemy of your enemy, and you will find a friend.
What's up, G?
Glad to have you on the team, Rex.
Let's go. I hate to keep Fist waiting.
Do not use Rex. He's going to shoot the guy immediately. I've never had a playthrough where Fist was alive, so I want to keep him alive. Alright, now let's get to Cora's Den. It's gonna be a big fight when we get into Cora's Den. With like robots even, if I remember correctly. You can use Liara sometimes, you know, but I'm a full biotic and so is Liara, so No point really.
Looks like it's shut down.
Fist knows we're coming.
What are you using? What are you using? I need you to use your sniper, dude. Oh no. It's fine. Because I haven't learned snipers yet. What are you shooting at, Caden?
All clear.
Stop right there. Don't come any closer.
Warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back or we'll shoot.
Get the fuck out.
This'd be a good time to find somewhere else to work.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I never liked Fist anyway.
I would have never thought of that.
Shooting people isn't always the answer.
Alright, let's take all. We're gonna have new gear. New assault rifles. Let's see here. Yes, transfer all the items. This is... You can have this. There are no upgrades. Yeah, this is trash. Marcus trash. Hello? Yeah, there we go. Why don't you mark it as trash? Reaper, is this a sniper rifle? Hello! We have something for you, Garrus.
Look out! Wait! Don't kill me, I surrender!
Good.
Where's the Quarian?
She's not here. I don't know where she is. That's the truth.
Your haircut is fucked, bro.
You better start explaining before I lose my temper.
The Quarian isn't here. Said you'd only deal with the Shadow Broker himself.
Impossible. The Shadow Broker only works through his agents.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker. Ever. Even I don't know his true identity. But she didn't know that. I told her I'd set a meeting up. But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men waiting for her.
Give me the location. Now.
Here on the wards, the back alley by the markets. She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry.
Am I supposed to just forget your part in all this?
Hey, I came clean. I told you about the meeting. Besides, I've got my own problems now. The Shadow Broker wants me dead. I have to disappear. Forget about me. I'm a ghost.
You're not my
Get
concern.
the fuck out of here, bro.
Don't worry, you'll never see me again.
Good. Alright, let's go. Time to fight. Barrier. Barrier. Let's go.
Now it gets fun.
Going the wrong way. Should go the other way. Just wanted to see how the pistol works. Okay, it works, but I don't have any skills in pistol.
Bag him and tag him.
Are we done? No. Please don't ever nyat Tali. Like, she wrecks these guys. Like, bodies them.
Did you bring it?
Where's the Shadow Broker? Where's Fist?
They'll be here. Where's the evidence?
No way. The deal's off.
Finally, some action.
I'm glad you said it.
Fist set me up. I knew I couldn't trust him.
Were you hurt in the fight?
I know how to look after myself. Not that I don't appreciate the help. Who are you?
My name's Shepard. I'm looking for evidence to prove Saren's a traitor.
Then I have a chance to repay you for saving my life. But not here. We need to go somewhere safe.
The ambassador's office. It's safe there. He'll want to see this anyway.
Alright.
You're not making my life easy, Shepard. Firefights in the wards, an all-out assault on Korra's den. Do you know how many...
Who's this? A Quarian? What are you up to, Shepard?
Making your day, Ambassador. She has information linking Saren to the Geth.
Really? Maybe you better start at the beginning, Miss...
My name is Tali. Tali Zora Naraya.
We don't see many Quarians here. Why did you leave the flotilla?
I was on my pilgrimage. My rite of passage into adulthood.
I've never heard of this before.
It is a tradition among my people. When we reach maturity, we leave the ships of our parents and our people behind. Alone, we search the stars, only returning to the flotilla once we have discovered something of value. In this way, we prove ourselves worthy of adulthood.
Like what?
What kinds of things do you look for?
It could be resources like food or fuel, or some type of useful technology, or even knowledge that will make life easier on the flotilla. Through our pilgrimage, we prove that we will contribute to the community, rather than being a burden on our limited resources.
Tell us what you found.
During my travels, I began hearing reports of Geth. Since they drove my people into exile, the Geth have never ventured beyond the Veil. I was curious. I tracked a patrol of Geth to an uncharted world. I waited for one to become separated from its unit. Then I disabled it and removed its memory core.
I thought the Geth fried their memory cores when they died. Some kind of defense mechanism.
How did you manage to preserve the memory core?
My people created the Geth. If you're quick, careful and lucky, small caches of data can sometimes be saved. Most of the core was wiped clean, but I salvaged something from its audio banks.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
That's Saren's voice. This proves he was involved in the attack.
No,
He said Eden Prime brought him one step closer to finding the conduit. Any idea what that means?
The conduit must have something to do with the beacon. Maybe it's some kind of Prothean technology. Like a weapon.
Wait, there's more. Saren wasn't working alone.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
I don't recognize that other voice, the one talking about Reapers.
Are they some kind of new alien species?
According to the memory core, the Reapers were a hyper-advanced machine race that existed 50,000 years ago. The Reapers hunted the Protheans to total extinction, and then they vanished. At least, that's what the Geth believe.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
The vision on Eden Prime. I understand it now. I saw the Protheans being wiped out by the Reapers.
The Geth revere the Reapers as gods, the pinnacle of non-organic life. And they believe Saren knows how to bring the Reapers back.
The Council is just going to love this.
The Reapers are a threat to every species in Citadel space. We have to tell them.
No matter what they think about the rest of this, those audio files prove Saren's a traitor.
The Captain's right. We need to present this to the Council right away.
What about her, the Quarian?
My name is Tali. You saw me in the alley, Commander. You know what I can do. Let me come with you.
I thought you were on your pilgrimage.
The pilgrimage proves we are willing to give of ourselves for the greater good. What does it say about me if I turn my back on this? Saren is a danger to the entire galaxy. My pilgrimage can wait.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Thanks. You won't regret this.
Anderson and I will go ahead to get things ready with the Council. Take a few minutes to collect yourself, then meet us in the tower.
Alright, this is who we want. We want Garrus, or he's taken a... So if I wanted like a proper balanced build, I would take Ashley because she has full combat strength, and then I would take Tali because she has full tech strength. I don't like Ashley. Alright. And everybody else is balanced. And then this one in between Kaden and Rex is Liara, and she has full biotic strength. But if I do this and this, I have some tech strength. Pretty high biotic strength because of me. If I do this and this, I'll have pretty high combat strength. Now if I take, we have pretty high biotic and then super high biotic. But yeah, this is the only two people that you ever want to take when you are doing anything. I like them personality-wise, and I like them skills-wise also. Alright, I got new equipment. Oh, thank you. Jeez. Okay. I got some upgrades too. Huh. Anti-personnel rounds against organics. Squad. Let's see, we have someone with decryption, and I have someone with electronics. Sabotage. Alright, we have decryptions and electronics now. Yeah, I want 2 sabotages. That's fine. Okay. Yep. Yep. I have pointers, so add to charm. Don't really care for overkill, but I do care for my adept. Do use warp, unlock singularity. Don't really use throw. Do use barrier a lot. So I'm already heading towards this first tier of my Paragon. Do you see that? Look at my Paragon. Almost going up already on the first tier. We're already 20% through. Cool. Cool. Can't take the helmet off. Not personally, I suggest sticking to whoever you want to stick to, but some of the missions need variation. Like if you're going to be fighting Geth and most of your team is doing organic damage, you're going to struggle. Let's go back to the Citadel Tower. There's going to be that guy who's asking for help with his dead wife.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you spare a moment of your time? Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia. Forgive the intrusion, but I have nowhere else to turn.
It's no trouble. What can I do for you?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212 on Eden Prime. I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
Why did they refuse your request? There's got to be some reason.
This is a Paragon check.
I don't know. All I know is that they have declared it impossible for my wife to be returned to me.
There's no reason for your wife's body to be held like this. Just wait here.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I last saw him, he was in the expensive bar over there. Thank you for your time. I just want to give my wife a proper funeral, and the respect she deserves.
It's kind of disgusting why they keep her body. Kind of gross. Very unethical. Hello, Bosker.
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for quite a briefing in the Diplomatic Corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
Yes. A man named Samesh Bhatia is having some trouble claiming his wife's body.
Ah, Mr. Bhatia. A good man in an understandably frustrating position. I wish I could help him. Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
You think that her body might be dangerous or contaminated?
No, Commander. Nirali Bhatia is not dangerous. Her body is in fact extremely valuable to the Alliance. The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
How long do you think this research is going to take?
This is a long-term study. I wouldn't expect the bodies to be released for a year or longer.
Cease.
You gotta have a lot of bodies. Can't you release one?
Very few bodies had this new type of weapon damage, and very few were in good enough condition to study. Beyond that, Commander, we need as many bodies as we can to get a reasonable sample size.
When will this research result in actual new technology?
If we're lucky, we'll actually realize usable technology from this study in a few years.
I understand what you're trying to do, but holding the body is wrong.
Commander, you of all people should understand how far we must go to protect humanity.
Not if we lose our humanity in the process. I am out here fighting to stop crap like this.
All right, Commander. You win. It was hard enough refusing Mr. Bhatia. I'm not going to risk an incident by refusing you. Tell Samesh that the body is being shipped back to Earth. I'll go now to see to it myself.
Oh, well, guys, cease. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Shepard, what can I do for you now?
No, let's go.
I'll be
become a
going
Spectre.
now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Hello again, Commander. Has there been any word?
I reminded
girl
Mr.
coming
Bosker
home,
what we're
bruh.
fighting for. Your wife is coming home.
Thank you. I will return home and begin my preparations. It does not bring me happiness, but it may bring me peace. Goodbye, Commander.
Bye-bye. You're welcome. Where are we going? To the tower. Stadium location, Citadel Tower. Console chamber. There we go. This is where I become a Spectre. You have arrived at the city. Did I scan you already? Yeah. Yeah, you were the first one I scanned. Hello, Rear Admiral Kahoku.
No, Commander.
You also still have nothing to say. Another side quest.
Come on. Udina's presenting the Quarians' evidence to the Council.
It's the same animation as the first time we went
Eden
back to
Prime
the
was
council.
a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with
Still
Saren.
not enough, guys.
Matriarch Benezia.
Who is she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
Oh, my bad.
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
Every time humanity asks for help, you ignore us.
Shepard's right. I'm sick of this council and its anti-human bull...
Ambassador, there is another solution. A way to stop Saren that does not require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse. and the ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
I love this scene so much. The music.
Commander Shepard, step forward. It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle, those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Thank you. Well done.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
I thought the ambassador would be a little more grateful. He didn't even thank you.
Until I find Saren, I haven't done anything. Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Alright, so Spectre training. What does this? Elite agents of the Council have access to special training and available everywhere in the galaxy. Increases health, accuracy, effectiveness of all attacks and powers. Grants unity ability. Increases health, increases accuracy. And okay, goes all the way. Sharp. Man, let's get charm so that I can get discounts. Discount. Oh, finally, I can unlock once overkill and assassination. Hello, Talizora plus Normandy now. Look, what is she? Quarian Machinist, Turian Agent. Adept. That's all I get. Adept. I need some water. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Alright, basic armor unlocks pistols. I didn't have pistols. Okay. That's wild. Okay. Cool? Why do I have Intimidate? Master Sabotage. Attack armor. What does this do? Alright, and then that's all training. Oh, this is soldier stuff. Where am I going? We're leaving. Finally get to leave. Wards. Seasick. And then we need to go up.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Okay.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
What?
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Why didn't you ever mention this?
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it? I failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
I won't let you down, sir.
Now, where are we going next?
Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria.
There we go.
Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander.
Head wherever you want to go.
You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Okay, the nigga's gone.
Yes,
Tell
Commander.
me about what happened.
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
Why weren't you honest with me?
It's not something I'm proud of. I had a chance to become the first human Spectre, and I failed. Saren made sure of that.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple.
Batarians.
Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
So, they've mentioned Batarians here, but I don't think they appear in this game. And I think the reason for that is that they planned for this to be a trilogy, and maybe they just didn't have enough time to create the models and whatever for Batarians.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
Also, I think the other races, there's a whole bunch of races we don't see here. Thane's race, the Drow, we don't see them. We don't see Borcha. Yeah, and we don't see Batarians. There might be a few more that I'm missing, but there's like a whole lot that I'm missing here. We see Ragnar, but then Ragnar aren't in Mass Effect 2.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived.
God damn.
There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500.
God
Mostly
damn.
civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished, and I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't.
I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Nah.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't.
Okay.
Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to
Why'd you let him get away with it?
I had a bad feeling about him right from the start.
Yeah.
I should have been more careful.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
Okay, tell me
Any
about
extra
Ferros.
intel you can give me on our colony at Ferros?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city. Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
Novaria's
What can
the
you
ice
tell me
place
about Novaria?
with the captain.
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
And then
What do you know
Artemis
about the
Tau?
Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
I should go.
I'll be here if you
I
need
should go.
anything.
Alright, guys. Asambeni.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse.
But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
Our enemy knows we're coming.
When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
Humanity needs to do this.
Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped, and I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The Captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, ma'am.
And that is the start of Act 2. Now this is the meat of the game. This is proper, like the bulk of what we're gonna be doing now. Hey, Presley.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
This man's gonna die.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were one of the first reinforcements to arrive at Elysium after the Blitz hit, and those raiders were no match for an Alliance frigate. Of course, the only reason the colony was still standing was because of you, Commander. I can't believe you held out as long as you did.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Does anybody want to talk? Any of you niggas want to say something to me? Combat information to me? Hackett maybe. Hackett didn't have a face in this game, but he did talk to you. He only has a face in the second game, and in the third game he's the main guy giving you missions. Like, he's your main liaison. Hello? Where's... Where is everyone? I don't wanna... You're gonna die.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Boring. Captain's office. Can I go in there? I guess so. Personnel manual. Guys, if you don't explore in this game, ship its locker. Open. Give me shit. Alright. Okay, I guess I can't give Tali her guns. Hello, Chakwas.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive... Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy. Goodbye, Commander.
Listen to all of that. The reason why I talk to everyone is because sometimes you can miss something. It helps to talk to everyone. Where's everybody else? Where's Garrus? Where's Garrus? Where's Tully? Where's Rex? Where's Ashley? There's Garrus, Rex. There's Ashley. Okay. What up, Rex?
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand. But don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
I should go.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
There we go. I get to equip. I don't know. I don't know if I wanna.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, ma'am. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
They have flashlight heads, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Cool.
Dismissed, Chief.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. Alright, G-Man.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
Nice.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
Requisition man.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
What are licenses?
Manufacturers sell licenses. I already have several basic... Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased. But I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Jesus! Your first thing is 304! All of these things... Yo. Haibo! Oh, that's how all junk is. Okay, equipment.
Looking for supplies?
Yeah.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Something I wanted to sell combat sensor. Am I plating too? Sharp. I've spoken to everyone, right? Ooh, no, I haven't spoken to Tally. Engineer Adams.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, but we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Carry on, Adams.
Adams follows us all the way till the end. He can die, I think, in Mass Effect 2, though.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship tech interesting.
All of us
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Like privacy.
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
Damn.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society.
Damn,
Even
you
when the
guys
gift
had a
is
whole
not
society
particularly
system
valuable,
written.
the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I want to talk about something else.
Sure.
Like what?
Nah, I should go.
I should go.
See you later.
Alright, now let's go get Liara. Activate. Liara, Liara. Wake up. Oh no, there's a bunch of side quests. Oh, this one. Century System and the Hawking Eta cluster. If I didn't pick up the side quest from the computer, Hackett was gonna talk to me now. Century System. Exodus, Optimus Towers, Quest, Hades Gamma, Gemini Sigma, August Row. These are all Greek letters. Vatican Beta, Voyager. Armstrong, Kepler, Walking Intact, Century. Oh, we're undocking.
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise, the Alliance needs you again.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Kgetja cluster.
That's exactly where I'm going.
He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
What kind of proof do you have that the Major is dangerous?
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes.
I'm a biotic.
Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with. Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed them.
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge in early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
I might be able to end this without violence.
You served with him. He might listen to you. But he's already killed 2 Alliance representatives. I trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
That's exactly where we're going. Present for Kgetja. Baropto. Usually all the planets, there's like a theme. All of them, like the names and stuff. 1.4 Earth years, day length 40 Earth hours, cold as shit. 60% of 2/3 of gravity. Cold as shit, closest to the sun. Yeah, this is where we're landing. Orbital period 10 Earth days. Huh. A day is 10.8 Earth days and a year is 10.8. 1 day is a year. It's also cold as shit. With most gravity, a little bit less than ours. So whatever weight you have now, whatever you weigh now, you land on a planet like that, you're only gonna have 80% of the current weight. That's what it means. A bit more times by 1.6 or whatever. You know, man. Okay, now we're gonna drive that stupid ass car. Oh god. Yeah, I hate this thing. Driving this thing sucks. Okay, jump. Alright. It shoots. And it shoots. Okay, now let's go to the map. Anomaly 3. Biotic compound. Where am I going if I go there? Nope, this is a threshold more. do this. You can make a destination. Put a destination here. Stay that way. This is like some of the most boring parts of this game, but it's necessary. If you want resources, money, diamonds, loot, what's this now? South or west? Excuse me. Take all, and at this point, we can do this. No, give it to me. Okay. No. Tully doesn't have to wear a helmet, she's always wearing a helmet. Okay. Also, some of the environments are very copy-paste. And I'm playing this on my hardest difficulty, and I haven't felt it yet. Let me not speak too soon. Next thing you know, start seeing flames here. Whoa. What was that, guys? Comfort on impact. Glance inside tells you the occupants probably doing illegal wildcat manners are there, but them still sliding down the forest. This is such an RPG. Like, imagine a case where Cool. Whoa.
On my way.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, niggas, let me in.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people could get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
All of them say some weird shit, you hear?
Father Kyle says other humans are scared of us because they know we're better than them.
If you try to take Father Kyle away from us, you'll end up like those other Alliance soldiers.
What happened to those other Alliance soldiers? Tell us, young man.
Just because we're biotics doesn't mean we don't deserve to be treated fairly.
Okay. That's true. Like, where's the gear, guys?
Father Kyle says we biotics have to stick together.
Yeah, this is what I want. I want this shit. I want storage lockers and crates and... No. better. I'm not choosing that.
The Alliance sent assassins to kill Father Kyle, but we stopped them.
Ain't nobody sent no damn assassin to kill your nigga, man. This is gonna happen a lot, guys. I like loot. I like games with loot, hey? You can have those on. Maybe it shoots better. Can I unequip like my pistol and shotgun? Can I unequip them? I don't want to get rid of this. No. Wait. Yes, I do. Never mind. Oh, I'm exiting. That's what happens in design where everything looks the same. So it's either if I took myself out of this, those guys rescind. If I have to kill Kyle, these guys become enemies. I have to shoot these people, which I don't want to do. I know this game has guns and shit, but I don't want to actually kill them. I got shit I could rob. Yep. Y'all got shit I could rob. Equipment, let's go grenades. High explosive, fusion explosive, toxic damage, max accuracy. Yeah. Malfunctioning object. Open, take everything, chemical rounds. My assault rifle, radioactive rounds. Don't use ones. Perfect.
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you are endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent, pure. Please, I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it.
Come on.
Come on.
Let's go.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
I'm gonna trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Your pilot can have an Alliance command patrol pick Major Kyle up. I just hope you know what you're doing, Shepard.
Yeesh. Hell of an animation. That back pedal, yo. No, I should be up in 3 hours. But I'm playing this. Turn to the Normandy. Okay. Let's tell Hackett about what happened.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs. To be honest, Shepard, I thought this thing was going to end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it, but you saved a lot of lives. Congratulations.
Alright, well done. Handled that the best way I could. Hades Gamma Cluster. Antaeus system in the Hades Gamma Cluster. These are side quests. The moment you give me opportunity to give you side quests, I'm taking them. Where was Hades Gamma? Somewhere here. August Road, Optimus Town, Hades Gamma, Antaeus. Geeko. 0.1 Earth years. Day length is 60 hours. Quarter. Gravity. Planet is boiling. Edmos. This looks like a gas giant. Yep. Large deposit of hydrogen is probably going to be some like money, some XP. Plover. Looks like a gas giant also. Survey matrix writing discovered used to stretch up Plover, chief engineer Adams and Tally tried it 2 minutes. Origin, they did find out when writing stored within. Maybe if I had Liara, would have helped. Why is everything a gas giant though? Every element survey is given to large deposit of uranium. Sheesh. 37 years. Has exact amount of atmospheric pressure. It's also visited Plover. Atmos. Trevin. I think this is the planet. Yep. 1.1 Earth years, 4.88 degrees Celsius, 86% gravity. Nice. Can't skip this. Ooh. Open up the map immediately. Where are we going? Anomaly, research base, debris, anomaly. Anomaly it is. You know, the day the PS3 servers die, I'm gonna have to download all the games that I own there to make sure that, like, I still have them. Because then I won't have access to them anymore. So I'll have to, like, clear out my PS3. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Oh, that was scary. Car's about to break also. Cover artifacts, so cool. What is this? Turian insignia recovered. There are no signs of any survivors. Pod is empty except for a small tattered black mark with the Nine Mines colony insignia. I can't remember if you can upgrade the weapons on this thing.
Nobody's been here for a while.
According to these data logs, the survey team unearthed some kind of alien technology.
We should check out the excavation site. Could be some answers there.
Guys, this is a map. This is a map transition. I'm about to go into something and then I can't get out and told you. Now there's husks everywhere. Oh my god.
Must have unearthed some alien technology that turned them into mindless fanatics. Cybernetic husks by devices similar to those used by the Geth in Eden Prime. How they came to be buried on the frontier world so far from the Geth territory is a mystery. These are all humans, or they were. Let me say that. Hurricane 2 or Scimitar 2? Yeah, you are taking. Striker 2. I have an H2. Give it to me. You can take the H2.
That was it. That's a side quest, right? Hydro system and August Row. August Row Hydra. What are those planets gonna be like? Mythical creatures. It's gonna be a Hydra, and it's gonna be Gorgon. It's gonna be Minotaur, and then Chimera, Chimera. Let's go map. So that's anomaly or debris. Let's go to debris. Something's protecting it. Oh. No, I should have gone for the Yara. Yikes. My bro flew. Sorry guys. This belongs to me. Thanks for finding it though. All these probes crashed, but you're the one that's working. What the hell? That beam signals into a geosynchronous to the orbit, disrupts survey team's GPS satellites, causing them to crash nearby. Oh, that's why all these probes were messed up. Okay. Is that it? What's going on? And then the last side quest before we go to Liara. Thank you, Trevin. August Row. Hydra, yes. Usually it saves when I travel from one system to another. Varmalis, Thea, Metkos, Canrum. Looks like a gas giant. Cold as hell, off the gravity. Ah, Turian insignia, yes.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
General distress call from the Sacred Angel Medical Transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Argos. Communications failing. Life support and emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
Heat has it, so when I go outside I'm gonna lose health. Perfect Earth atmosphere, hot as shit, more gravity than usual. Double the days, double the years. Boink. Every time I land, transponder signal, anomaly for signal. You know, as I play this, it's possible that the next Mass Effect is currently being worked on. I doubt Dragon Age is gonna get any DLC. Okay, you see that level 2 heat as your Tyrian corpse recover. I don't see any Tyrian there. Ah, insignia, yes. Leveled up. Those wheels have like ultimate gyroscope, because I was supposed to flip over. It's cars, or a car that's heavy, 6 wheels and massive shock absorbers, very floaty. Only the gravity of the planet actually affected the way the car moved. Wouldn't that have been a cool mechanic? This car comes back in Mass Effect 2, but it's like much easier to control. A different version of it. It stays in the air longer. It's just loot, bro. That's why we do this. It's just for loot. Orion, is that what it says? Orion. Thanks.
Looks like the signal's coming from that wreckage.
Careful, Commander. I've got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, it's a trap.
As usual. I feel enough. The machine gun is hit scan. Yeah, but this is a rocket launcher. Okay, I guess it was a trap. I must go back to Fist's office. Oh my god. Yeah, I'll see these later, hey? I'm already so tired. Damn it. And tell them that they were lost to the gaff. Serpent Nebula. I think this is a DLC. The asteroid, I think it's a DLC. What can you tell? I want to return to Fist office. Horror's Den. Can't skip this.
equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Alliance officials have raided a dangerous cult controlled by a former Alliance officer, Major Kyle. Major Kyle surrendered and is now being treated for severe post-traumatic stress disorder.
PTSD. Let's go to the Mediclinic. Or Mediclinic. Guys, I'm just gonna call it Mediclinic. That's what the hospitals here are called. They're called Mediclinic. Garrus Vicarian. We've arrived at the medical center of the wards. Where is...
Don't kid yourself. It's even bigger than it looks.
How would you know?
I got a tour. One of 500 to see the Ascension from the inside out.
Really?
Took almost 6 hours and we only saw 1/10 of the ship. I even got to meet the commander.
Matriarch Ladanya. You met her?
Well, she addressed everyone on the tour. But I got pretty close.
Don't know, you didn't meet her. Not reflexing, bro. I need to go to first office, so let's go to quarters then. I thought I had to come back and talk to the journalist. You ride a corridors, then a gentleman's club in the wards. Strip club, nigga! Strip club! Hey, loser.
Go away. Let me drink in peace.
I don't think he's a loser, he's just a cop who's lost his way. That's the only way he's losing, he's just lost his way. Alright, let's take that. What you got? That came round 3. Goodbye, came rounds 2. Get this thing away from me. I don't like burst rifles, bro. Oh god, I hate that. I hate burst fire. Like, yo. Journal, reporters request, deliver information. Go to the upper ward, deliver it to them. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. Now y'all chilling again. I was busy shooting this place up. I was shooting the club up. Literally, one of the biggest firefights that happened in the game is you going into a club and shooting it up. A strip club like that. Intergalactic strip club. Shoot it up. Intergalactic guns. The loading screens on this are very quick, eh? Like, by default when I'm on a loading screen, I pull out my phone. See, she wasn't there before. Now she is. Hello, family.
Word on the street is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking down Fist. I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here, Did you find anything in his office that could help me?
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got FIS files?
I think she
this could be
becomes a
even
war
bigger than
asset
I'd hoped.
in Mass
Here,
Effect
Commander,
3.
for your trouble.
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is over?
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else? That would be worth quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to compensate you accordingly. Here you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
Alright, hold on. Get it together, man. Pull yourself together, man. Just pull yourself together. Undo. Okay. This is where we need to go. Find the artisan. Once we land there. Remember, I wasn't doing shit like this when I was playing on PC. I wasn't doing any of this extra shit. I was just like, I need to get Yara immediately. I've done more here and I've actually like traversed less, to be honest.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
Yikes. Well done, Emily Wong. Damn, I love this game.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
What up, Joe?
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Nice. Hit it up, brag it up, bro.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
No.
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I need to know more about this Vrolic's syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
I have to go.
Alright,
I should go. Well, there's a little bit more about Joker. That's how you find out about his story. No, I can't talk to anyone else yet. I haven't done a main story yet. Once I get Liara, I can talk to everybody again. Let's zoom out. Let's zoom out. Let's zoom out. And head. This is a DLC, guys. I am sure this is a DLC. I'll check before I go to bed. Sparta! Knossos. Athens. Macedon. Those are all cities. Wait, where is she? Where is she? I want to be traveling to a place that Uncharted Worlds and Artemis. Where is she? Okay. Oh. Oh, bad. Oh. Tremandra. Gas giant. What the hell? This planet's perfect, except it has no atmosphere. It has no atmosphere. Its magnetic field is non-existent. Cold as shit. Heavy as shit.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Oh la la, this is another side quest, guys. Adolis is a terrestrial planet. I'm not reading all of that. 50 Earth hours, 2.7 Earth years. Temperature's damn near perfect. 87% gravity. Alright, so this is how you end up with side quests in this game. Right, we're gonna land. I'm gonna save, and I'm going to bed. Watch this in the background, you know, once it gets uploaded. something, just watch on your second monitor playing in the background. I don't yell. Not my thing. I just laugh every now and then. But anyway, thank you guys. I'll see you the next time I play this. Probably tomorrow.